Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Mostly Low Budget Movie Reviews. I am your host, Clarence. Thank you for tuning in. First off, I apologize. No post last weekend. My son's graduated, and I had to travel and witness that glorious event. So my hobby had to take a back seat. However, I did take a peek at what was trending on Netflix. And this is still trending, the number one movie, and it's called Interceptor, which I don't know anything about other than the cover art looks like it's some kind of action movie, and Chris Hemsworth was one of the executive producers. So what is this one about? Well, we start out with a bunch of exposition. Basically, they explain there are only two sites that can shoot down Russian missiles if they launch. We see one location in Alaska being compromised, which leaves one location in the middle of the ocean to shoot, and I put up quotations here, to intercept the missiles, hence Interceptor. Then we go to this location where Captain JJ is arriving for duty. You get the implication that she is sent there as some sort of punishment. More on that later. As soon as she arrives, she gets this emergency call, comes in, notifying them that the other base is down and it's up to them. They're the only ones that can stop anything. Then suddenly, the janitorial staff attacks, and that's where I will stop. From there, Captain JJ must use all of her training to ensure she can maintain control of the base and keep any missiles from hitting their targets. So what did the pros think? Well, they came in at a 44% on the Rotten scale, with the audience at a 26% on over 100 reviews. And what did I think? Well, let's start with these positives. It was nostalgic for me, I'll say it that way, in a good way. It had that throwback action movie feel to it, like a Die Hard, or better yet, more accurate comparison would be like Under Siege, that Steven Seagal movie when they were on the boat. It felt like that. One man, or in this case, woman, thrown into a situation, throws a monkey wrench into plans of superior forces, and they did not anticipate it. That's, classic action movie setup there. There were some decent action sequences and fight choreography. Not too much of those jumpy cam cut stuff to cover up the lack of the star not being able to pull off the moves. It looked like she was game for what they had her do. So yeah, that was cool. There was not a lot of that. It looks like they had a lot of fun with this, which is good because that's what this kind of movie should be. But there are some negatives I need to get to. This kind of action movie just doesn't cut it anymore, really. We've been spoiled, especially if you're going to do something very simple, this ABC story that's full of all the normal action cliches. You better really knock it out of the park with the action part of it, which they did not do. They did the same normal stuff after you knock a guy down. I'm trying to get over there to that button, and now I've knocked you down, but I'm just going to leisurely walk to where the button is I need to push and give them a chance to get up and stop me again. Or instead of just shooting someone, what I've been shooting at this whole time, I'm going to walk up to them and have a conversation and close the distance so they can have a chance to attack me and take the gun away. That kind of thing. That just doesn't cut it anymore. But for me, and this is a personal thing for me, it's the agenda of it. If you have a message or something you want to say, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that at all. Just don't cram it down my throat. Just don't do that. For example, let me give you a recent example. The Marvel movie Shang-Chi, or Everything Everywhere All at Once. Both of those had predominantly Asian cast members in them. Now, I learned a lot about Asian culture and certain things that, just natural to them, but it felt like I was just learning about it. They didn't say, hey, this is a history lesson, pay attention to this, pay attention to that. We just were in their kitchen or in the laundromat and Everything Everywhere All at Once. We just saw their culture and how things affect them differently and how, they went about their lives, which was cool. I learned a lot. They didn't say, learn this and push it in my face, and that was a cool thing. Here, none of it was organic to the story. For example, I mean, of course, she was punished for blowing the whistle on her superior officer for trying to force her to have sex. I mean, why couldn't they could have still made her a whistleblower. Why couldn't it be for some illegal torture or someone trading secrets or whatever it was? Why did they have to go with the lifetime angle of it? Of course, the president is a woman. I mean, they really try to force these points on me, and I just don't appreciate that portion of it. But again, that's just personal for me. But anyway, I don't want to beat this one up too much. Did I enjoy it? Not really. I'm going to give this one a 40% to stay consistent on the rotten scale. As much as I enjoyed the nostalgia of the one person against superior forces story and, the fun they had with it, it just was too predictable, full of outdated action movie tropes. And that cringy Hemsworth cameo where he's basically cheering his wife on in her subpar acting. And just the impossibility. I mean, I didn't mention this in the negatives, but if you don't work out at all, and you have no idea how hard it is on, your body weight, for example. If you don't do anything active, next time you pass a playground, go out there and get on those monkey bars and see how easy it is to navigate that now that you're older and you haven't done anything with your upper body in forever. Let alone having been shot in an arm and navigating basically a monkey bar situation with one arm is just completely ridiculous and over the top. I just went too far with it. But anyway, I get it. Some people are going to enjoy this a lot more than I did. But there are much better low-budget action movies on this platform that you can actually just go ahead and skip this one. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to close it out right here. If this is your first time, don't make it your last. This has been a Podbean production, mostly low-budget movie reviews with Clarence, up on all streaming platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Check me out on all of that. And I will be back again soon. I do have a few movies, actually, at least one movie in the theater that I need to go and check out, which is right up my alley. And, those that are fans of my program here, the 2 or 3 of you guys actually listen to this. You all probably know what movie I'm going to be talking about next. So, be on the lookout for that. Again, I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.